you approach on a surface. Just you start dictating to the bowlers where the bowlers got to adjust. And then suddenly you're on top. You start dictating terms to the bowlers. You do exactly what you want, and that's what this partnership is all about. Picking on gaps, pushing to singles, not afraid to come down the pitch, take the spinners on, confident with the sweep. You've seen the full package. Well shot of the man at square leg. The 200 is up for Pakistan in just the 41st over. 200 for 5.
पैंटीन जिसमें है चावलों का पानी और प्रो विटामिन फॉर्मूला जो हेयर फॉल कम करे सिर्फ 14 दिन में। पैंटीन बाल गिरे कम तो खुले ज्यादा।
बिजनेस बढ़ाना चाहते हो तो ऐसा अकाउंट लो जो अनलिमिटेड फ्री ऑर्डर्स और फ्री चेक बुक्स दे, जैसे HBL फ्रीडम अकाउंट। बिजनेस बड़ा हो या छोटा, हर बिजनेस को आसान।
Off spinner. Now you look at that flag on the rampart, which tells you how strong the breeze is. That's a cross breeze. Ramesh Mendy should be looking to exploit it, but to do that, needs to be tight with his length. He's definitely, if you look at his past and the way he's bowled today, he's been taken for a few runs, but I think his consistency level in terms of line and length has improved a bit. That's quite visible, but still, there's a lot more to be improved.
You're a hard taskmaster. Roshan is not renowned for that nagging line of lengths. Ramesh Mendes has scored runs at will. After partnership being registered.
Yeah, I'm with you, Amir, absolutely right. But then, if you're looking at your main spinner, that's an ingredient you're searching for. The pitch, if there is no support or no help of it, then what's the next course of action? You've got to be tight. You've got to just make sure that you keep dotting up and not allow easy runs. So that's a problem that he's been plagued with. So he's working on it. I'm hoping that he'll come out of it soon. Sri Lanka needs him to be consistent. Times he's played off the back foot is something that interesting to look at, particularly against a left-hander. It's the drift I'm talking about. Oh, he's running rather blindly. That's the drift I'm talking about. Just back into the left-hander. The ideal world for a spinner. You drift, dip, turn, bounces, finds the outside edge.
Yeah, if you get the ball drift, bowler, you would like the ball to dip at the last moment. But it hasn't happened. Apart from that delivery against Abdullah Shafiq, the ball has dipped for the batsman to make a mistake. Once again, a sweep shot has been employed. Poor stuff from PUBG.
That's not great. That's not helping Sri Lanka's cause. Runs are leaking. You would expect PUBG to easily handle that and cut it off, but not to be. It's disappointing. It is disappointing for the off spinner. He's trying hard.
Once again, sweeping the ball, and that stroke was good enough for 2 runs. It's falling too quick for my liking, Ramesh Mendes. He needs to flight the ball. He has to slow it down. moment he's bowling with the ideal pace. The batsmen do not have to worry at all.
That's better. A little bit more effort there. 207 for 5.
बिहारी और तेल का तड़का अब इन्हें सिर्फ एक चक्कर में करेगा साफ नया एरियल जिसमें है क्लीनिंग बूस्टर जो करे जिद्दी दागों का सफाया।
मैडम आपकी स्प्राइट
इसको भी देना और कहना कि ठंडा
स्प्राइट लगा ठंडा। बिजनेस में रवानी चाहते हो तो ऐसा अकाउंट लो जो सैलरी और दीगर पेमेंट्स बआसानी ऑनलाइन ट्रांसफर करे, जैसे HBL फ्रीडम अकाउंट। बिजनेस बड़ा हो या छोटा, हर बिजनेस को आसान बना।
But it's also taken away whatever sting the Sri Lankan spinners had. They look to dominate them. And they're leaking runs. And they're scoring at 4.93. He'll be a concerned man, P.R. Vijay Tunga, the spin bowling coach. No, he works a lot, very hard with the spinners, with Ramesh Mendis, with Prabhat Jayasuriya. He will naturally be very, very concerned about the inability to contain the batters.
Well, they haven't been able to contain this man. Came after bat with all the positivity in the world. He was not shy to use his feet. He kept on hitting the ball to the vacant areas. The world deserved 50.
Excellent innings.
And it came at the right time for Pakistan.
Apesh, wide of gully. I wonder how close it was to the outstretched hand at gully, but it went quite quickly. There was width. And Aga went very, very hard at it.
Luck favors the brave. Saw the wind, went after it. Made sure he flashes hard. And that's why the time was not allowed for Chapnimal to react.
I'm just wondering whether the hands went up because out of disappointment that it didn't go to hand or for not making a catch out of it. Very good, isn't he? I mean, on both sides of the pitch, he's very busy. He tends to work the ball around, pushes it into the gaps. He's an aggressive player that needs to be contained somehow. It's a graphic. Just look at the way they have dominated runs everywhere, right around the pitch. And also sixers blended into it, quite a few boundaries. Aga, the brown lines and the blue one from Shakil. A lovely blend, a lovely mix.
Yeah, this is the first time I've seen a free-flowing innings from Salman Ali Agha. He was renowned to stonewall. Not batting aggressively. Beautiful. Nicely timed into the gap.
Sri Lanka must find a way to stop this partnership. If not, they'll be hoping that the rains would come so that there is a break.
One on the left arm side. Seems like the Sri Lankan captain has completely forgotten about him.
They need to find something. They need to pull a rabbit. But they need to stop this partnership. They're in a very good zone. These pair of batters, look at how beautifully they're batting.
Yeah, balance was there. It wasn't a half volley. Managed to hit the ball on the up. And then nudges the ball on the onside to retain the strike. That can be irritating for the bowlers.
And Sri Lanka must be hoping that the tea time raid should have been around this time so that you drive the players off. Just break. Well, they're moving around. Just break this momentum of the pair of batters. They are definitely in a zone. They're getting everything right. Runs are coming quite easily. 8 runs in this over so far. So far, they've got 83 runs in this session. One ball to go in the 15th over. That's what I'm talking about. So easy. 216 for 5.
Ground staff is at the ready. It's clouded over. And they've been better than any weather chart of the world, these ground staff here. They have this pulse, they have this feel for rain. It's just incredible because when they're out there, by the covers, you know that they're waiting for raindrops, and it invariably does rain when they're there. Let's talk about this partnership then. 115 or 136 balls. The pace has been brilliant and it's been great watching. To get runs under pressure and to look absolutely hassle-free and risk-free is why this partnership has been so eye-catching.
Yeah, I think the confidence that these two have shown from the time they walked out to the crease has made a huge difference to how they've played, how they've counter-attacked the Sri Lankan bowlers. It looks like they've gone out into the middle with a plan. I always say it's important in situations like this to have. Doesn't quite work, so it really has been an outstanding partnership between these two. Slowly but surely they're pulling Pakistan out the map.
Also, they remain in the present moment, not worried about the situation. 5 down in no time, Pakistan, and so they had to deliver and not worry about what could happen, what has happened. It's so frustrating for Sri Lanka to see this left-hander just tap the ball into the gaps, and the way he's gone, rotating the strike at will. Incredible batting. Hands-on coaching stuff. Talking possibly about the line where he needs to be.
I'd like to see that. We saw it earlier when Pakistan were trying to finish off the Sri Lankan tail with the new ball, Naseem Shah. At the boundary edge, and Morne Morphle went down and had a word with him. Got a wicket in the next over. He might have said absolutely nothing to do with that wicket, but he'll take the credit for sure.
So there's a lot of space to the offside. He wants him to drive against the spin. Or at least that should be the plan here. So there's that cover area where he wants him to have a go through. Works it with the spin. That's clever batting.
Dead bats the last ball to 19 for 5. There'll be a pause, drinks for everyone.
Madam, आपकी Sprite.
ठीक है, इसको भी देना और कहना कि ठंडा
Sprite लगा.
बिजनेस में आसानी चाहते हो तो ऐसा अकाउंट लो जो हर शहर में आसानी से चेक क्लियर करे, बिल्कुल फ्री, जैसे एचबीएल फ्रीडम अकाउंट। बिजनेस बड़ा हो या छोटा, हर बिजनेस को
और तेल का खर्चा अब इन्हें सिर्फ एक चक्कर में करेगा साहब नया एरियल,
जिसमें है क्लीनिंग बूस्टर जो करे सिद्धि दाहों का सफाया।
If your number 5s and number 7s are getting runs for you, it just releases pressure of top order. They can be expressive and knowing that there is depth. The batting department, Shakil and Agha has been outstanding.
बिहारी और तेल का खर्चा अब इन्हें सिर्फ एक चक्कर में करेगा साहब नया एरियल,
जिसमें है जो करे सिद्धि दाहों का सफाया।
So watchable this act. Came at a precarious situation for Pakistan. All or nothing. Had a wicket gone down, it would have almost been curtains for Pakistan, but they held their nerve and played some outstanding shots. It was great improvisation going against the spin. There was no Miran mid-wicket in position. So he was brave enough to take the aerial route against the spin. Partnership of 118 of 142 balls. Both young at this level and showing a lot of maturity. Yeah, the innings started off well for the Sri Lankan bowlers. Amongst the wickets, Jai Surya. He's now 3 for 83 in his 16. The other wickets, Tremendous and Kasun Rajata. That is ominous. The rain, I think, coming down again before we have the scheduled close of play. Good news is that it comes and it goes. Haven't had the rains come and settle in and be torrential in a sense. Been able to get off the field and come back on. These drinks break are not needed actually, because there's been so much of stoppage and time lost that we can easily do away with drinks.
Vishwa Fernando, 4 overs and 32 runs, was expensive after an impressive over. He just lost the plot, lost his way. With a gully man for the hook at square leg. It's a mild start. Now, he's not very tall, so he'll probably not get the kind of bounce that Shine Shah Freedy is able to get on a surface like this. So his backup plan has got to be accuracy at this stage. Squeeze the runs.
I think that's probably why he's also just taking the angle around the wicket to the right hand, that is, just looking to angle it in towards the line of the stumps, keep it as tight as possible, do that off stump. Chris Silverwood, Sri Lankan coach, is taking a stroll out from the change room himself. Possibly just slightly concerned, wants to have a word with the players himself.
Yeah.
Trying to figure out a strategy, I guess, for the boys, but it can be a very lonely place, the dugout. Wants to be a hands-on coach, and I think in cricket that's an impossible task. You cannot, I think, run a team from the sidelines. It's not soccer, so you've got to be careful that your frustration doesn't spill into the ground for the players to then get affected.
Yeah, I think the situation in that frame that we saw a little bit earlier is technical team thinking, how did we end up here? Well, Pakistan at one stage, 101 for 5. The 21st over, coming to the end of the 45th over now, 221. That partnership's gone at almost 6 to the over. They would not have envisaged themselves being in this situation, and these two having batted as well as they had. A cause for concern.
Plan B had to kick in, and we didn't see any plan B after the Sri Lankans did so well, dominating the first session of first hour against Pakistan, pushing them on the back foot with 4 or 5 scalps in no time. So that plan B or plan C didn't kick in. I think singles were conceded, boundaries were also conceded, and as a result, it gave life to this pair. At times, you've got to give credit to the opposition as well. They played a fight. 221 for 5.
बिजनेस में तरक्की चाहते हो तो ऐसा अकाउंट लो जो ऑनलाइन पैसे आसानी से ट्रांसफर करे, बिल्कुल फ्री, जैसे HBL फ्रीडम अकाउंट। बिजनेस बड़ा हो या छोटा, हर बिजनेस को।
Another pause here. The rains are here once again. And so we'll have a forced pause again. It's just been very frustrating today that we are held back because of inclement weather. Maybe Sri Lankans needed this pause. They needed a break to get around
in the dugout and hopefully chalk out a new strategy after the break. But it's been Pakistan's session once again, whatever little cricket we have played. Partnership of 120. Shakil on 69 and Aga on 61 after kind of a mini collapse. Seeing Pakistan tumble the session, 4 wickets down in no time, and then this great partnership rescuing the 120-run partnership of 148.
Just been a period where the bowlers have struggled to continue to penetrate like they did at the beginning of the innings. Wickets to Rajata, 3 to Just.